Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I believe everything is good to go. I've gone over this several times, and have done a lot of debugging and fixed a lot of issues in these setups. And I think we're at a point where we can at least turn it on right now safely and not worry about crashing anything or getting it into an unrecoverable state. A number of issues, a lot of them were pointed out by you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. There were things like the fish filters being set wrong. Like, there were some where the fish was on the wrong side. Some belts were off. There were some connections that I didn't make. And some of these inserters, by some, I mean a lot, didn't have the read hand content set on the inserters. That was causing some problems. Pipes weren't connected. All sorts of shenanigans and goings on. But I think everything is somewhat good right now. So I think we should just go ahead and start it and just see what happens. I went ahead and set up the stations and set up the trains. Intriguing content as that is, I thought I would just go ahead and do that. I added a lubricant train. We did not have one of those, but everything else I just got the trains and continued them on down. So they should all be good to go, with the exception of, as I was going through and setting up the numbers of the items that we wanted, I made some adjustments there. One, I made the casual observation that this setup actually requires more than one belt of copper. It's like 1.7 is what the number was. And I don't think we're going to need that, right? We're going to need that. There's no way around that. We're going to have to get an additional belt of copper in. But I think it should be able to run even with that deficiency until we get another train coming in, which shouldn't be that bad. I had to adjust some of the numbers with changing the way that this is set up. Like right here, we're subtracting the plastic as soon as it crosses this line. And we still have plastic on the belt here, right? We're not counting that plastic, though, and these guys aren't counting that plastic. So it could lead to a lot of extra plastic. So I didn't want to create any more plastic than what we could store on the belt. Same thing with the green circuits. I didn't want them to back up too far because there's a lot of green circuits going in here, but as soon as they cross that line, they're not counted anymore. So I adjusted some of the numbers based off of that. And I'm looking at this. It seemed like a lot of water and petroleum. And it's still looking like a lot of water. I think we need to probably cut that number a little bit. What are we at, 100? Let's go, I don't know, 60. Doing some really high-tech math here. Just winging it. We'll keep an eye on that. If we start to run short on water, we can always bring it back. You guys aren't making because you're not getting copper, because all of our copper is going in here right now. But it looks like the green circuit should be at their number here soon. We'll see how close that estimate is. But once they stop producing, that should get copper going down, and sure enough, here it comes. And that'll get copper going for the batteries, as well as down here. You guys need wire. Copper's coming for that. Let's see. This is all looking pretty good. Looking very spacious. We're not creating robot frames because we don't have batteries yet, but they should be incoming any second now. I see a couple of them coming in right now. And, okay, low-density structures. They're just starting to get copper right now. These guys are going to need a ton of copper. And they are not going to get a ton of copper. They're only going to get copper whenever our green circuits are backed up. So that's where I think the other belt is going to be needed. But I believe, besides the deficiency of copper, okay, we're starting to make blues now. That's a very good sign. We got some robot frames yet? Yep, they're being made. Very good. And low-density structures are being made. That is everything we need to make some blue or yellow science. And let's just check our lead machine here. You've got blue circuits. Here they come. and we are well on the way. All right, so with just a little bit more copper, I'm hoping we can call this functional. So let's go ahead and roll the intro, and I gotta find a place to put in a new copper station. All right, look at there. Right there on the belt. We got our first fruits, our first set of yellow science coming up the belt. We are producing it. Fantastic. That is half of the battle right there. We can start researching things again. Oh, what a fantastic day that'll be. We'll let it run for a little bit first, I think, though. All right, let's move you out of the way. We'll just move you up to the purple science. I think that'll be fine. Optimally, what I would like to do is take this whole setup and just move it one space over and set in another copper station right here. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is let's take this station. Can I get that and not that? I cannot. Okay, I can. Maybe. Yes. I was trying to not get that other piece. If we go ahead and put this here, it's going to put our transport station over here on the other side. And it's not something I'm thrilled about, but it's something that I'm okay with. And apparently, I do not have any more rail. All right, we have some in the train, though, which is just right up there. Okay, so we can do that. And then I'm going to grab basically this whole station here and paste it right there and take that one out. All right, that should be good to go. We're missing some filter inserters. Should be good. And if this station is named Drop Copper, which it is, everything should be set up and everything should be good to go. We just had to copy and paste it. Fantastic. That works. All right, and these stations should shut themselves off whenever they fill up. So that'll be good. And I'm hoping this station down here is still named a stop, yes. We just need to get some tracks, and then that will serve as an overflow in the case that both of these shut themselves off. Just get some track. Do I have signals and stuff? Yes. Twenty-three yellow sciences, and more on the way. All right, so there is that stop. We can now send our train back, and it'll be down here for us. It'll be way over there, but that'll be just all right. And then we'll have an additional belt of copper coming in right here. There's a power pole in the way there, so we'll just take it down one. And, let's see. Let's take this out. You go on. You go on, and then we can do that right there. And push the output there so that you always get a belt. And carry this on. And I think we can just run that far because the majority of our copper production, I think, is going to be... I mean, it's all right here in these green circuits. So we can take these green circuits on down. Just like that. That looks like a lot of stuff on those belts, doesn't it? There's still room though, so that's good. I'm not feeling good about. Oh, what do we have here? That is petroleum, and we don't have any. Which is unfortunate. That's going to affect some things. We'll have to go see what's going on there. I guess we haven't really done anything with petroleum for a while. I think we've only got one train running. We might have to look into making more of those. But some of these science machines, it looks like half of them are running. That's pretty good for not having petroleum, if you ask me. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Let's go up there and see what's happening with petroleum. Oh, this needs to be yellow science. There we go. I'm guessing empty barrels. That's going to be my theory. There's the empty barrel train right there. Did it look like those weren't like really far backed up? Kind of looked like it. Yes, that is not a very good pace to be making petroleum barrels at. We are fine petroleum gas-wise. It's literally just the amount of barrels that we have. And that's a very, very unfortunate place to have a piece of water. Do we have any stone? No. I wonder if one landfill would do that. Do we have any down here? We have a lot of other stuff in there. A lot of little junk piles all around the place. Not quite sure what I'm going to end up doing with that. No stone there. Okay, we'll just come and grab the raw. I don't think I ever really had a landfill maker anywhere. There's one. Let's go with 3. And do I have stuff? Yes. Okay. Might as well throw some more barrel makers. Eventually, we should reach a stable point with these empty barrels. We just have... Oh, yeah, I forgot that texture changed. That's all right. I like that. I like that okay. Okay, we're still not good. Okay. I guess I hit it too hard or something. Doesn't matter. Always nice to come and take a nice jog. Surely we won't need more than 2. Yeah, and I guess eventually... Oh, there's some right there next time. If that's not enough, we've got stone right there. Eventually, I'd like to do something with all this mess. It doesn't really kind of fit the theme of the factory, but it sure has been really handy. All right, can we get... All right, let's go make 2 of them. And right now, it looks like... Okay, we just got a big stream of empty barrels in, but they're just getting soaked up so fast. All right, hopefully that'll max that out a little bit faster. All right, and where is the petroleum train right now? Is that it? Yes. Boy, I wish we could see how much stuff it has in its inventory. I guess we can come down here and see if it actually dropped anything off. It did not. So you basically sucked up all of the petroleum that we needed. And do you still need it? Yes, you do. Okay, are you getting full? Not quite. But we should be producing barrels at a much quicker pace now. Yeah, because, I mean, these barrel machines, they work extremely fast. What is it, 0.2 seconds for them to run? So they just eat through these things once they're running. The problem is that the barrel makers don't run nearly at that speed. 1 second, yes. That's a significant difference. I may just let that run for a little bit and just kind of see how that ends up working out. We also have you. Yeah, you're our empty barrel train, and you are traveling all the way out there, even though there are no empty barrels out there. That is all one. It would be nice if we could turn this station off if there's no barrels here, so the train would just skip it. The problem we have with that is that if the station is off and we need uranium ore, granted that won't happen for a year at least of real time, then the station would be off. We've got our personal station there that's not doing anything. And what is your inserter set for? We do have these set to go off. Okay, the train should be filling up now at least, maybe? Are we at least getting a full train? Tell me we're at least getting a full train. We are. And out on the line, we have one station that requires petroleum. I'm guessing that's probably our other science. So that should be the tipping point, right? We should be good now. Let's go see. And while we're going down there, let's just have a look here and see. Oh, yeah, look at that. We've got yellow science out on the line. Let's research something. What do we want to research? Oh, it's been so long. Have we been waiting on anything? Not really. Ooh, logistics would be nice. But, ooh, what's the next military give us? Nothing really exciting, but that opens up power armor, uranium ammo, and artillery. That's an important one. let's do that. Let's go down the military road, because we're doing fine right now military-wise. But I would always like to do better. And, oh, it's lame coming all the way over here. But we are getting petroleum down here now. That is going to help our science situation. Let's just make sure that nothing is horribly clogged up. Everything is still running. You guys are fine. How's our water situation here? You still have enough, even with the limited amount of barrels? Yes, you're fine. We are making plastic again. Means we should be creating this stuff again. Batteries? Oh, no, you are backed up. You are backed up. So what are we waiting on down here, then? What's the holdup? Low-density structures, which we're waiting on plastic, which was a petroleum thing. Let's go. Can we go just straight to artillery? I would like to. Yes, we can. Let's do that. Boy, that's expensive. Are these that expensive? No, they're not. Boy, those are all very expensive. Let's go... Let's go this route. Let's go the robot route first. And then we'll come back and look at some of the more expensive stuff once we get these guys actually working. Okay, we got a nice little backup of petroleum there. That's going to go well for a little while. How is the petroleum train faring? You are stuck there. Why is that? Because we are missing a signal up here. Good job, Kitch. Really, really good job. There we go. Is that an empty copper train? It sure is. So somebody else drained you out. That was bad for everybody. What is it that you're waiting on? Are you just waiting on all the other trains? Yes, I guess so. Alright, I just want to ride with this guy and see how our petroleum is up here. Make sure everything is looking okay. Yeah, we have at least a full train load here. That's a very good sign. Our tanks are completely full. I want to check the logic on these inserters just one more time. 1K. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. And those could load a lot faster if we do something with those inserters. I might think about that later. Go to the holding station. We should have a demand. We've got a demand for 2 stations. Guessing it's going to be yellow and purple again, or blue. Okay, just a little bit needed there. And the rest of it will be dropped off there. What is the number I have set? 122. Which turns out to a low water mark of 610 and 1.2K. All right, well, that's all starting to back up a little bit. That's looking a lot better. It looks like we're getting at least a little bit of a stream of yellow science. Let's just go and make sure that all of the machines are working. They are not. Still low density structures? Still low density structures. Which, it looks like they're all working. Oh, we've got a little bit of a backup here. Let's see. What's the copper we're inputting? We're inputting in 1.2K. Let's drop that to, say, 800. And that'll help clear up that clog a little bit. It's really affecting... You see these machines can't output. They're just sitting there like goobers. All right, hopefully that'll help. Worker robot speed. Let's get the next level of Roboport. And all but one machine is running right now, so that's a very good sign. Let's just check the number just to see what's going on. At 1 minute, we are at 63. 10 minutes, we're at 13. Okay, well, looking at the graph, that is somewhat understandable. All right, we're going to have to let it run for a little while. But we should be getting everything. Plastic looks a little slight. But all of our machines are running. You guys are a little bit blocked on your output, but nothing too terrible, I don't think. All right, well, I'm just going to let this run for a little while and see how things go. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where, I don't know, I guess space science is next? I don't know. We might look to see if there's some optimizations that we can do before we get into the space science. We still got a lot of yellow science to get through. Provided all this works. I guess we shall see. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one.